I played this game a couple of weeks ago. I played 6 hours of it. I cut it down to about 4.5 just because Ubisoft wanted me to cut some stuff out, like menus and, you know, going out of bounds and random stuff like that. Otherwise, this is my gameplay that I recorded. And we're going to watch it, and I'm going to give you commentary on the gameplay. If you have any questions at all in chat, please ask me. And I'll stop, and we'll talk about it. Any questions at all, I'm going to do my best to answer them. All right? There's some story stuff. Endless Dark. There's some story stuff. There's some open world stuff. There's some directed quest stuff. Who's that? What's that? That's Kay and Nix.
We made it.
Our protagonists.
Somehow.
I was playing on PC, mouse and keyboard. And you'll see, I'll tell you, you'll see why I was playing on mouse and keyboard in a second.
Come on.
What did they do? I did enjoy what I played so far. I did. I'll tell you about all the things I didn't enjoy as we encounter them. But there were a few things I did not enjoy, and then I'll be like, look, this was too annoying. But Kay and Nix are, in my opinion, maybe the best part of the game. Kay is a super fun protagonist, and Nix, I was like, please, no more cute sidekicks. I don't need another cute sidekick. And Nix is actually fantastic. And also, you end up really endeared to Nix. You really do. But Nix is really helpful when it comes to actual gameplay. So, was the performance frame rate stable? It was. It was actually stable for me, yeah. Does Nix help in combat? Nix helps everywhere. Nix helps in combat. Nix helps in stealth. Nix helps literally all the time.
I'm sorry. I thought you were one of them.
Huh?
A space axolotl. That's right. Exactly. But this is, I believe, the beginning of the game.
Lots of new friends today.
I want to say this is like toward the beginning, because she kind of crash lands, and then they're like tutorializing. So that's me using the mouse.
We don't have to do this.
That's me using the mouse. See, it's like really sensitive. I'm getting used to the controls. Thank you, CJ, for being here 4 years. This is like her adrenaline rush thing, which I showed in the last gameplay, but it's like an ult, right? You can mark all the enemies and then shoot them in slow motion.
Good work handling those
Scoot, I already did that.
Who are you and what do you want?
Okay, you're mad about the pipe.
One thing I will say, by the way, I played on mouse and keyboard, and the developer behind me was like, you should play on controller. And I was like, no, I'm not going to do that. And he was like, look, it's better on controller. I think mouse and keyboard is the inferior controls. And I said, no, I'm not doing that. And I played on mouse and keyboard, and I really enjoyed it.
I didn't think anyone survived the crash, but you did. So now I'll help you.
I liked it on mouse and keyboard. So
I'm getting out of here.
How? You're an off-worlder, and this ship of yours isn't going to fly anytime soon.
But
lucky for you,
Lawrence told me some cool things about the controller. Like, I think he was playing on a PS5 controller.
I mean,
and he said that there was some fun force feedback that happened.
A great place for someone with your skills. There's a pike underboss named Gorak. Talk to him.
So this is like,
he'll give me work. Got it.
That speeder in your ship will get you.
This is her crash landing.
Easy.
Running into somebody who is explaining how to get work
when I come back,
and how to repair your ship. And which means you're going to have to go work for crime syndicates. You're going to have to go work for the crime syndicates. More specifically, the Pike on this planet.
All right. Let's take a look.
Which we've encountered in the TV shows. And this is your speeder. That's right, Scoot. And this is like the way you explore the open world. You can walk around too, but the speeder is cool.
Whoa, this thing has some kick.
And again, this is me playing on mouse and keyboard, so I'm like,
okay.
What the heck is going on?
We fixed the ship.
You'll see be able to tell that I don't know what I'm doing. Exactly, Raven Dwyer. I'll get to that, Raven. Exactly. But you can see, like, I'm moving the mouse back and forth. This is kind of wonky when you're controlling when you're controlling with mouse and keyboard. The speeder was wonky at first. I got used to it. It took me like 20 minutes or so. But that's me learning how to, like, you know, go over, and also learning boundaries, learning how open world it is. That is one thing I will say about this game. The open world is open, but it's not fully open. This is not a Skyrim. This is not a... it's not that sort of game. This is probably more of an Avatar, where, like, there are places that you can go, but you shouldn't be. I know, it feels like I'm drunk, right? See? Again, me totally learning. No, it's more open than Jedi Survivor. Way more open than Jedi Survivor. No. Like, this is an open world game. It's just a little more curated. It's just a little more curated than... hold on, let me do this. Turn it down a little bit. And then I started, like... This just happened to me. As soon as you fly out into the open world, then, like, people start shooting at you.
Yeah, hey, these bandits are still after
Yeah, there's bandits after you. Can you steal other speeders and keep... you know what? I have not seen you be able to steal other speeders. I was never able to... although I didn't really try. I believe you're supposed to stick to your speeder and stick to your blaster and that sort of thing. And the game really makes sure that you do. It does... Yes, the speeder does take damage and you take damage. See, so, like, my speeder took damage and now they shot me off of it, and now they're over here... They're over here shooting me, and I have to, like, wait for my speeder to fix itself, basically. Yeah, see, repair speeder. And then you do that thing.
Should be good now.
Graphics-wise, not impressed. Jedi Survivor looks kind of better. Here's one other thing I will say about the graphics. This is YouTube compressed gameplay, and the gameplay looks 1,000 times better in person than it does on YouTube. The same applied for the Avatar game. Massive, the developer of Avatar in this game, made them both, and I swear to God, these games look so much better in person than they do on YouTube or on Twitch. So people are like, because I've seen a lot of people complain about the graphics, and the graphics were never a complaint of mine. They look awesome. And I don't really know how to explain it, because Twitch compression and YouTube compression is bad for things that move a lot, like a lot of grass or whatever else. So it's a really interesting thing that I've seen people complain about, and I don't know how to say other than the fact that it really is great. Like, it really is good. Oh yeah, Jedi Survivor did have a lot of performance issues at launch. You're right.
I don't trust charity.
But all that compression is that's all YouTube compression, right? That's not all that artifacting. That is not the video game.
Custom job.
That is not the video game. Oh, thanks, Strom.
The Trailblazer? So
this ship is special.
I was watching, no, Hutch, no, not yet. No, I played about 6 hours of it, Hutch.
With those, at least we'll be able to fly.
Hutch, I think you're really going to like this game, by the way. This is for sure a Hutch game. This is for sure a Hutch game. No, this is pre-recorded gameplay that I recorded. So, like, I'm testing stuff out, running around, trying to see what the open world's about. And then... So this is still open world. What it does is it puts you into the cities, and the cities are a little more directed. You do run into specific quests here and there, like I'm using, you know, grappling hooks and checking shit out. I had a lot of fun playing this, yeah. I really did. Some lore. I think the graphics look a little better in the cities because there's less stuff moving. It's more zoomed in. The open world, I think, suffers from Twitch compression or YouTube compression. But yeah, it is double the compression. That's right, Scoot. You're correct. Because we're watching a YouTube video on Twitch, so whatever you're seeing is gonna get a little obstructed. Did I experience any frame drops? Not really, no. I never really did. I might have experienced a few hitches here and there, but that was really minor. This game ran really well for a game that I played 6 weeks before release. I'll be really interested to see if the launch is as good as what I played. Because if the launch is as good as what I played, it's going to be great. So, I'm ignoring chat.
Let me see some identification.
Oh, yeah.
Did they let you see
sure.
the graphics settings? They did not. No.
You're
They did
Torn
not.
Valerio Nup.
That's me.
Good question about frame drops, though.
All right.
Did I feel immersed in
Roll
Star
on.
Wars, or did it feel like a Ubisoft game with Star Wars paint? I felt immersed in Star Wars, just like I felt immersed in Avatar when I played Avatar. So, look, I will say Massive is working very hard to make really, really cool video games and established IP. And they've done a fantastic job with this game. And they did a fantastic job with Avatar. Crush Lemon. Oh, check it out. I found horse betting. I found horse betting, guys. There's lots of little mini games like this that you can just go and do. And like you're betting on a specific horse there. You can see like one of them's vigorous or rested or whatever. Right to the betting table. Might as well.
All right. This should work.
No, not horse betting. Betting. And that's the whole point of like, you're a scoundrel, right? You're a Han Solo character, so you're gonna go and bet and play card games and be a smuggler and do all that stuff. Sir Parker Hall and Taylor Joy, thank you, Sir Parker Hall, for being here 3 years. Nyx is great. Yeah. Do the loser horses get turned into glue? Can Nyx race? No. Did I find a lot of Easter eggs and nods to other Star Wars media? You know, King Size, I didn't find... I found a lot of things that were Star Wars related, but I didn't find any fan service, and that made me very happy. There was very, very little fan service, and I don't want fan service. I don't want any of that shit. I want new stuff. And this game gives you a lot of new stuff. It really does. How do the worlds and scenery look? Just second to none. Like amazing. Fantastic. So I did that. I won. I think I won on the horse betting. Feels like a fresh adaptation of the genre. I mean, it's the first Star Wars open world game that there is. So, you know, take that for what you will. But the people that made it know what they're doing and have been making these type of video games for a very long time. So. Yeah, I won. Didn't I win on the horse betting? I was very proud of myself for winning that. And I'm just testing, like, again, not all the doors are openable. You can't go in everywhere. How quippy is the dialogue? It's not that quippy. It wasn't that annoying, which I couldn't believe. I thought for sure it was just going to be quip after quip after quip, and it's not. Occasionally, it's, yeah, she can get a little annoying. Hey, what are they doing in there? In that alley? She can get a little annoying, but, like, it wasn't that bad. I had a lot of fun. Yeah, I had a lot of fun playing this. Arbel. And like you can see in the compass in the top of your screen, things pop up. So question marks pop up, merchants pop up, etc. And you can run to those things and find out what they are. Yeah, Lussell, you're right. Was there a gear progression system? There was ciphertext. I wasn't able to show it because I think Ubisoft's still working on it, but or they were still working on it when I played this. But the gear progression system is the stuff that I just picked up. You use that stuff. You pick up stuff around the world to upgrade. In addition to buying other things from merchants. You definitely have different costumes, different jackets with different perks. You know, different blasters with different perks. There's all new cosmetic stuff. There is a ton of customization. In addition to upgrading gear.
Only way to get up there.
So there's a lot of that. There's a lot of that.
Give you a deal.
Yeah, Young. You're right, Young. How many cities did I see?
No,
King size. Good
I'm
question.
good.
How many cities did I see?
Suit yourself.
3? 2? 3? One of the missions I did was on an Imperial base, which I guess would count as a city. How many different planets or areas available? Frenchie, I don't know the number offhand. But there was
Hey, I need to talk
4
to
planets? 3-4 planets that I experienced?
You don't look like a pipe, and you're not getting up there without an invitation.
So I'm not exactly sure. I did, Kyler. I did play Star Wars Outlaws earlier, yeah. And so now what you're doing is you're on the main quest line. You're finding a way into Gorak's suite because Gorak is going to be the one that's going to give you jobs to do so that you can make money to repair your speeder, or I'm sorry, your ship, so that you can get off planet because your ship crashed and it's broken. So you have to figure that out. You have to start working for a crime syndicate. And I think in this case it's the Pikes. And I think Gorak is like sort of a middle management for the Pikes. I'm sorry, get to. You're right, Halo Cal. And one thing I'll talk about really briefly. Oh yeah, I got a nice little shot of the open world. Looks very nice, doesn't it? Looks very, very nice. From what I can see, you can explore all of that. So you can't like, it's not like Skyrim where I could climb to the tallest mountain. Because all that stuff is going to be probably out of bounds, I would imagine. Where it's a little more curated and directed, not unlike Skyrim. I played it on PC. Thanks, Akka. Yeah, there's no jumping into hay bales. None of that. How much of a component is looting? A lot. You're almost constantly looting. Constantly looking for things to upgrade your equipment. This is a hacking game that's a rhythm game. So the rhythm game shows you what beat that hack goes at, and then you have to recreate the beat. Would you say it feels more like a theme park or a lived-in world? No, this feels like a lived-in world to me. Blue Casualty, I'm not sure. It's a good question. It's a really good question. Loot boxes? I didn't see any.
All right.
Is there a weight
Let's
inventory
go see
limit?
Gorak.
Anthony, I don't know. Good question. It ran great for me. Ran great for me on PC. Is there a lot of yellow white paint? From what I know, you can turn that off. So there's yellow or white paint to like go to different areas, but you can turn it off if you want to. I would never do that because I love the yellow and white paint. But Citrix, thanks for gifting to Lady Citrix. Thank you, Citrix.
This is Governor
As far as I know, it's called Explorer mode,
yours.
and you can turn that off. Yeah, right, Scoot?
Drag him out. And tell the governor the payments will not increase.
So there's Gorak. Again, kind of a middle management.
I don't know you.
A middle management dude.
What? You never make new friends?
And
I have enough friends.
oh, Nyx. Oh,
Yeah, but you don't have to pay
Love that
me
dude.
to hang out with you.
love Nyx. I don't know how they made me like another tiny little sidekick, tiny little cute sidekick, but they did. Is it more fun hacking than the typical systems we've seen previously?
She's
It
funny.
is. Candace,
Marcus
there's
sent
a
me. He said,
couple of times that
You might have some
hacking was
work?
really difficult.
What did this
The speeder bike felt like a warthog, like a
hey,
Halo
wait,
warthog
what's
to
your
me.
problem?
Smart enough to get into my suite? Careless enough to use
I think this is
walkers.
Miragana, I want to say.
You're new to this world. Come back when you're not.
Yeah, and what's nice too, one thing I will say there, so she gets kicked out of Gorak's suite, and Gorak's like, I don't know you. Who the fuck are you? And she's like, well, I need some work. Can you help me? And he's like, no, get the fuck out. I appreciate that. I very much appreciate that. Because in a video game, normally you show up and this guy's like, I like your style. You know, like, you can start doing work for me immediately. And you're like, what? In a crime syndicate? Like, they would never do that. But in this game, he's like, I don't know who you are. Get the fuck out of here. Go do something to prove yourself. And then you do. Which feels a little more real than like in most video games. And it's like, you walk, like in Skyrim, you walk up to the king and the king's like, you are the chosen one. So go collect 5 axes or whatever. And you're like, what the fuck? Okay. So I appreciate it.
Waste of time.
Yeah, no, I did play this Welsh dude, yeah. Also, you see Nyx stole something off of Gorak there. Nyx took Gorax's ring. Yeah, Gorak's ring. There it is. That's right, Lussel, exactly.
Stealing.
Are there different outcomes to quests? There are, king size.
First day. Easy.
So this is Donka.
Name's Donka.
Um,
I'm a broker for every job on this move.
there you go. So Donka tells you,
Not many syndicates where I'm from.
yeah, she
This is
can
legitimate business.
kind of connect you to the different syndicates.
Empire keeps this cantina neutral.
I'll tell you about
Beyond these
the
walls,
syndicates in a second, King
it's
Size.
war. You want to survive? Know the players. Look there. The Pikes have the most say.
There's the
Thanks
Pikes.
to Gorak. Cutthroat, political. They pay up to play favorites with the Empire. Then, Crimson
Then you got
Dawn,
Crimson Dawn,
hungry for
and these are the
Gorak's
different
kingdom.
syndicates Donka's explaining to you.
Sneaky.
Yeah, Donka's the quest board, exactly.
Unlike the Huts. With them, what
And then
you
the
see
Huts,
is
of
what
course.
you get.
We all know the Huts. And then there's one other crime syndicate
here
named
you
the
live and die
Ashiga
by your
that you meet later on.
reputation. That said, a friend needs a little something stolen from Gorak's private base.
So there you go. So now you have to go steal something from Gorak.
Some information he'd hate to get out.
And who's hiring me to steal from the top syndicate in town?
Sorry, kid. In or out. That's
No,
all
Jabba's
you
alive
get.
and well. This is between Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi.
Tell your client K-Vess is in.
Cute. Desperate, but cute.
Okay, so I'll kind of explain what happened there. And again, I was relatively impressed with the... Yeah, I did quest Underworld. Okay, so here's an interesting screen that describes this. So Donka explains to you the different crime syndicates. She wants you to go steal something from Gorak, and she's like, Gorak's with the Pikes. If you steal something from Gorak, you're going to make the Pikes upset, right? But whoever you steal, or whoever you're stealing for, let's just assume it's Crimson Dawn or the Huts, they're going to be happy about it. So that's what you're doing, is you're going along through this world, this open world, and you're stealing or doing other different quests for different crime syndicates and falling in and out of favor with each one. And the different results for each one of those things are, for example, if you steal from the Pikes are not going to like you. And if you need to go back into a Pike base and do something else in a Pike base, or for example, let's buy something from a Pike merchant, it's going to be very hard because they don't like you. But if you are able to raise your reputation with the Pikes, and then a mission needs you to go into the Pikes area, you don't have to fight them. You can just walk in and be like, "Hey, you guys know me. I'm good," and they're like, "You're good." So that's the different results. Is that sometimes you have to stealth and steal, and other times you can just walk right in because you have a positive or negative reputation with each syndicate. I thought the game did a really good job of explaining this and making it very clear as to when and what decision you were making and how it would affect each of those syndicates. I'll hopefully show that to you. There's a very specific screen that allows that shows you make this choice and it'll affect this, and you make this choice, it'll affect this. It's cool. Let's see here. Here is the second part. So literally, reputation is the entire video game. Yeah. Reputation is the entire video game, and that's the through line that the through line mission that you're doing the entire video game is you're trying to pull off a big heist. Do you know if it affects the story in a big way? I don't know. I don't think that it affects the story. I think it might affect the way you have to play the story. But I don't know how much it actually affects the story, if that makes sense. So now we've got the Donka mission. We have to go infiltrate Gorak's base. I am Crush Lemon, yeah. Thanks, Scoot. A third-person game. That's where the character takes up a whole third of the screen.
Wait,
right?
are you the one who hired
Well, this is
me?
different. Your perspective
Hello?
changes according to the city
Okay.
or the open world. So
Hey, Waka.
I don't know.
Thanks for the
I
help.
feel like
You almost got me killed.
that changes for you.
Guess Gorak still remembers me.
Just
So
tell me how
Waka
to
is
get
the
into
guy you met at the
Stronghold.
beginning. He's the mechanic of your ship,
Pike District.
and Waka's sort of
Main
like
entrance is next
telling
to
you right
that
now,
checkpoint at the
hey,
city entrance. That place is full of opportunities for someone like you.
You're gonna need to sneak
But if
in.
you're on the Pike's bad side,
Yeah.
they won't let you just walk in.
There you go. Yeah.
I do not know
I'm sure I can handle it.
So there you go.
You were right.
I have a poor reputation with the Pike Syndicate, so I can't just walk in.
It's around the corner nearby.
One thing that's kind of funny about this game
I know.
is like anytime you run into one of those spots where you can't walk in, if you just go around the corner, there's a vent. There's usually a vent. So thankfully the game makes it easy, but it's also kind of immersion breaking because it's like, well, duh. There's a little vent there. I can just walk right in. Clay! Oh, thank you, Clay. Good to see you. Clay gifted to Phantasmosis, Exandric, Jay Keynes, Pacemaker, and Caniac. A bunch of regulars got gifted from E25, Clay. Yeah, they get the game mechanic right away. And that's all right. I think I even went the wrong way here. I think I'm like running around just picking stuff up. Trying to find a way in. But generally speaking, if they're like, we're not going to let you in, you just walk to the right or left and there's a vent. Or a hole or something. Yeah, Des Moines Kill. It's for sure. Thanks, Clay! Am I sneaking around here? Where am I? No, I'm still in the city. Okay. Maybe that's just for the early ones? It might be, Jelly Centaur. I just noticed it happened a lot. I played total about 6 hours, 8 hours of this. So factions don't really matter too much? No, they do. They absolutely do. Because if I had a good reputation with the Pikes, I could have just walked right in. I wouldn't have to do any of this. I wouldn't have to find the vent or sneak around. What you'll see. I mean, like, you'll see what I have to do. Me too, Clay. Muko, thanks for gifting to Fudge Pirate. So see how it says Pike District Poor.
There's a way in on the second floor terrace. It will take you where you need to go.
Yeah.
Okay.
This unknown voice is telling me kind of how to navigate the Pikes.
Right.
Thanks, Muko. Always. And then I'm testing stealth here. I'm testing how stealth works, testing how the stealth knockouts, stealth mechanics work, how Nyx works. So you're going to see me fail a couple of times here.
All right.
Movement-wise, what other game does this feel like? Oh, it feels very much like a GTA or an Avatar, or it's very much like other open-world games. So I got really lucky, by the way. You'll see. I was able to use Nyx to knock one out or distract the one, and then I knocked the other one out. And then... But Nyx didn't knock them out fully. Nyx only distracted them for a second so that I could go up and punch them. And this is where my stealth problems start. So you can see how Nyx distracts them, then I can knock them out. Hopefully nobody else sees me do it. Can you get a suppressed blaster? I don't know, Simplistic. That's a really good question. So what I was saying before too, also, I wouldn't have to do any of this. None of this stealth sneaking around bullshit if I had a good reputation with the Pikes. My reputation was good, I just walk right in and do whatever I want. But I have to do all this garbage. This is the beginning of the game, so they're teaching you how to do it. So everybody has to do it here. But generally speaking, when it comes to walking into other areas, if you had a good reputation, you wouldn't have to worry about this. Do the guards react to knocked out bodies? They do. They do. But they have to find them. I don't think there's really a hitman mechanic where you can hide the bodies. I can't remember. Kind of feels like Hitman, but the stealth, in my opinion, was very inconsistent. You'll kind of see what I mean. Because like sometimes they would see you, other times they don't. You don't have a mini-map or vision cones, so you have no idea where they're looking. It can get really, really frustrating, and it does. Like, it did for me a lot. So the less stealth I had to do, the better. Also, I think probably you could probably upgrade your stealth mechanics, which I wasn't able to do. So, oh, Chief Chavez must have a cat on the keyboard. You read another preview that guards don't react to bodies? Well, maybe they don't then. So again, the stealth mechanics in this game, all at once, I felt like they were fun. There was a fun challenge, but then also it became very inconsistent. So I was getting frustrated. I was getting frustrated, and I was kind of bothered by it. So I started experimenting with different ways of playing, because a lot of parts of this game feel really casual and fun, and then these forced stealth areas felt very frustrating. So here, you'll see. I was like, okay, but I was caught. So I was like, wait a minute, hold on. But I just the other time I was able to get 2 down. One with Nyx and another with a knockout. But you have to do it really quick. Really quick. They're usually down and out, Big Cass.
Get him, Nyx.
So look, I tried again, doesn't work. So they catch you fast. Really, really fast. And I think I can't remember if I continued to try with those 2. Are there different difficulties? I don't know, because I didn't get to change that. So. Yeah, but again, this might be an instant fail in here because it's the beginning of the game. This might be an instant fail. I don't know, though. Since this is a main quest line, this might be an instant fail because you're caught. But I think if it's open world stealth, if you're stealthing into a mission and it's open world, should be okay. I think everybody will just start firing at you. I don't know, though. I'm not sure. The autosave is forgiving. Yeah, you're right. So this is where a couple of my issues lie, and I think people are going to run into these problems right away when they play this game, because it seems like the beginning of the game. So I knocked that one out. He sees me and catches me, but I didn't even have a chance to knock him out. No, performance was great. Dynamic. So again, I'm just testing. I'm just testing because I wanted to see. Like, nope, that one caught me right away. So like I was like, what? So really, really, this might be a more on rails mission. This might be because it's the beginning and because they're teaching you the stealth mechanics.
Nyx, attack.
So Nyx attacks that one.
That's it, Nyx.
Can I run up and punch this one? Oh, I punched the wrong one. That was, I think, the matter of the controls not punching the right one. Because I wanted to punch the other one. So, again,
All right,
I think
Nyx,
people
go
will
get
have
him.
problems with this. Unless they work on this.
You are okay.
Unless they work on this. See how I'm trying to figure it out? Mission does say do not get caught. It totally does, Juiced. Yeah, absolutely. But you get caught very easily. Like, really easily. So that's why I was thinking, maybe it's just the beginning of the game. There were a couple other stealth missions that I was having trouble with. Like, I was never even supposed to knock these guys out. See, that's me mashing the button being like, come on, do it! Yeah, exactly, Bottle, I know. See, I don't think you're never even supposed to, like, go after those guys at the gate. I think they're just not supposed to see you and that's it. But I was curious just to try. And I think eventually I made it work again because I was able to do it the first time around. There we go. See, I got it to work that time. So that's why I was saying this felt very, very inconsistent. But I got it to work that time, and I moved on. Yeah, this was all about me testing, because this was the first I had experienced any of this a little more open world stealth. So, well, Stu, this was me playing. This is all my gameplay. I recorded this a couple of weeks ago. I wish I had the game to play directly for you, but in my opinion, this is an easier stream for me because I get to talk about what I did. How does the game run FPS-wise? I had no issues. It was great. Literally 0 issues. Oh yeah, Nyx has an ability that you can see where people are, which is nice. So you kind of see their shadows because of Nyx. He does a little radar ability. I think I eventually progressed this area. Yeah, it's pretty inconsistent, Bottle. That's the way it felt to me. It felt inconsistent. But as time goes on, as your skills level up, and I think as you learn the game, you should not have as many problems. Because I didn't. There were a couple of other spots that I had problems, and I'll probably stream them and show you. But I got better at it as time went on. This feels very hard, though. This feels actually pretty difficult, comparatively speaking, to the rest of the video game. Yeah, Tech Nanner, you can use the radar ability all the time. Scoot, I don't know. It's a good question, actually. It's a really good question about the lowering your rep type thing. This looked like a place I could sneak through, but it wasn't. I played a total of about 8 hours of this game. Played 6 hours during this session. And yeah, exactly. Could be a skill issue. It's not, Blackinator, you'll see. Hopefully they fix it. But it's not a skill issue because everybody had the same problem. I talked to a lot of people there. And I was like, did you have the same stealth issue problems? And they were like, yep. So. Do I think a first-person mode would add to the gameplay? No, I don't, actually. Third person didn't bother me at all. I don't know about a difficulty slider. I have no clue. I would imagine so, but I'm not sure. Oh, there are cameras, too. Well, that camera is about to see me. One thing that I may not get to today. I tried, in another section, I tried shooting the camera. And as soon as you shoot the camera, the alarm goes off.
Hit that button.
So you have Nyx turn it off. This felt, again, inconsistent to me. Because if you shoot the camera, the alarm goes off right away. But if you turn it off, it's fine. Now that doesn't make any sense. Because on the other end of it, some security guard would be seeing a camera that goes off regardless. And they would hit the alarm. But, again, kind of an example of the weird stealth mechanics and how I was like, sometimes it doesn't feel consistent. And other times it was working. So, maybe it's the damage to the system that creates the alarm. I know, Candace, we can, you know, think about it all we want, but in reality, on the other end of this, the security guard sees a black screen, so. Can you replay areas? I don't, Senshi, I don't know. I never got to replay areas. Yeah, that's climbable. Again, you can turn off that yellow paint if it bothers you. No, Trev, I'm very excited for this game. I had a blast playing it.
This looks like the way in.
So this is the hacking. Again, it's like a rhythm game. See, so you hear it, it goes do-do-do-do.
We'll be okay next.
Do-do-do-do.
Yeah.
And then as long as you press the button on that rhythm, you're good. Animandu. Thank you for the prime, Animandu.
Now, how do we get up there?
Chewbacca doesn't live on Endor. Yeah, Scoot, I think that's what it is. They're pushing you to stealth because stealth is an important part of the video game, so they want you to learn at the beginning. Makes sense. Kyler Curry, thank you for the prime, Kyler. Oh no, Candace, you weren't arguing at all. I didn't think you were arguing. It's more of just like things to think about. No, I appreciate you clarifying.
That lowered a turbo lift.
Yeah, you guys know I don't like stealth in video games. I generally am not crazy about it, but for some reason, the stealth in this game kind of got me hooked, and I wanted to do more of it. I don't know why. I think the knockouts felt really satisfying. When I was able to like run up and knock out a stormtrooper or a guard or whatever, that felt really satisfying to me. So, and I don't usually like stealth mechanics, but Doc J has been here 5 years. Thanks, Doc J. Merc. Here's some bits. Go see a Star Wars. What planet are we on? I think it's Mirogana, I want to say.
Hit that button for me, Nyx.
I think it's Mirogana. Thanks, Doc J. Yeah, I had fun doing the stealth. It just kind of got a little frustrating because I knew I had a time limit. So I was like rushing through this, trying to be like, I gotta see more shit. Also, one thing I will say, a lot of the times, I was like, do I jump on that grate? Like, see, there's me looking at that grate 1,000 times. And when you're playing the game, it doesn't feel like you can grab that grate, but you totally can. And it took me a few minutes to really figure it out. So I will say, even with the yellow paint turned on, it kind of blended in. It was sort of hidden. So it's eventually the developer, I looked back and I was like, what do I do? And he's like, oh, you just jump to the grate. But some of the jump mechanics are a little wonky in the sense that like when you jump to an area you're not supposed to, sometimes it'll mantle, other times it won't. I was like, is there a grappling hook area? I got top secret access. You can also turn the paint. Yeah, there we go. Can't wait to be disappointed by this game. Just don't play it, dude. Just don't play it. Yeah, apparently you can toggle the yellow paint. So here's me sneaking in. Once you start sneaking in, it feels really good. Like, I really enjoyed it. Me picking up stuff to upgrade my gear. That's what you're almost always collecting.
Okay, what can we do here next?
Is Jabba a playable
Think you can hold
character?
that open for me?
No, but you do interact with Jabba, which I am very excited about.
Nix, hold this for me, okay?
There we go.
Boy, Nix.
Nix is able to stop the fan, or at least help me stop the fan. So I can sneak through. Pick up some other garbage here. The graphics are fantastic. The YouTube videos and Twitch streams do not do this game justice. They look up. The gameplay I thought was really fun. I've been talking about the stealth parts of this game are a little frustrating.
We just gotta do a few jobs like this before we hit it big, right?
Yeah, exactly, Vox. Nix is really terrific, and Nix is very useful, like almost constantly useful. Oh, I found some loot. Chat knows I love loot. Chat knows I love loot. Is this game going to be on Game Pass? No. You're going to have to probably wait at least a year, probably longer, for this game to go on Game Pass, if ever, because Ubisoft has it on their subscription service. So. After your second session, what docs would you want for this game? Docs. What do you mean? Oh, DLCs. I don't. You know, DLCs. I don't know. I prefer games without DLC. I prefer games where you don't have to buy any DLC. But if they do give you more DLC, then great. I don't usually think about that stuff. I usually just play the game for what it is, and then if it's that way, great. But if there's more DLC, then awesome. You know, like that'd be rad if I enjoy it. All right, that's part 2. Oh, that's part 1. This is part 2.
This Pike operation looks huge.
Okay, so
Must have a sweet deal with the Empire.
in this area,
There's the tower. That energy barrier might be a problem, though.
yeah, in this
Okay,
area,
Nix,
there's the
we can go
energy
live now.
barrier there in front of
If
you,
we gotta.
and this is a whole area of Pikes that hate you.
It's the Pikes.
This whole area is full of people that are going to shoot you on sight. Ubisoft comes with Game Pass, no? I don't think so. There might be a deal where you can bundle the two. I'm not sure about that. Maybe, yeah, sure. If you buy Ubisoft Plus and you get Game Pass,
They're
yeah.
not messing around.
Hell
Nix.
yeah. I don't know about that one. I think you're thinking of EA Play, but yeah. Ubisoft is a totally different thing. They're pushing subscriptions on their side. But either way, this is you jumping through this Pike area. Now again, since it's the beginning of the game, you're probably never going to have a different reputation for this area. But if your reputation was good in this area with the Pikes, you don't have to worry about running around and stealthing and like knocking out people and shooting things or having them all see you and start shooting. Like, you don't have to worry about any of that because they like you. So you can freely walk around. But since this is the beginning of the game, they're kind of showing you how to do it. Who are the different factions? Pikes, Crimson Dawn, the Hutts, and the Shiga clan. And also, obviously, I'm stealing a bunch of stuff. You notice I marked those enemies so you can see them. You can't go in every door, so you kind of have to like use the tall grass to hide. Oh, there's cameras. That's right. Why? I hit in the... Good for me. Good for Bruce. I was trying to stealth this entire area. This will tell you one thing about how much I actually really enjoyed playing the stealth. Was I was like, I'm going to try and stealth my way through this entire thing. I don't want to get... If I'm seen, then they're going to start shooting at me. So... are the gangs factions that are more friendly to one another and have such a blah blah. Candace, I think kind of just they all don't like each other. So I think that's just sort of the way it works. So like if one likes you, then another one doesn't like you. One thing that the developer said about the factions or the reputation system was that it is possible to be in good standing with all of them, but it's very, very hard to do. Very hard to do. You could do it to have a positive standing with all of them, but it'd be really hard. So generally speaking, you're probably not going to do that. I don't know if you can hide bodies. I never tried. I don't think you can, but I could be wrong. But I don't know. So I'm powering off that energy barrier here.
Okay, guess there's another one of these things.
This is what I get?
Yeah, I do, Scoot. If you gift a sub, you get 3 months of Apple TV Plus. That's right. Gift a sub on Twitch. Oh, I'm an idiot. So then they saw me. And now they're all mad. So now I have to go loud. Now I have to go loud. And you really only have this one blaster. I will say the AI is really good. They like know where you are at all times. Like they're always running around trying to find you. Thankfully they're slow. Because this is hard. Like it is not easy to do. Yeah, one guy sees you and the whole map gets loaded immediately, which is true. That would happen because they would send off an alarm. They would send off an alarm and then everybody would know that you were there. So I think you can lose them eventually. So they kind of like are on alert, but you can lose them. I was playing mouse and keyboard. The developers were very, very adamant that playing with a controller was easier. So, but I like playing with mouse and keyboard, and I had no issues. So playing with the mouse and keyboard with the blaster was easier for me. Yes, exactly, Dale. The top bar went from red to yellow. Oh, see, that didn't work. The knockout didn't work. There, but I was able to... Oh, there we go. I knocked them out. You can also pick up blaster rifles there. So you can pick up their blaster rifles, but you don't get to hold on to them. You can only use them in the area you're in. There we go. I turned off the...
Who cares if they saw us?
So these... Again, the game's trying to basically force you to upgrade your blaster because that's what you always have with you. But if you can pick up other blaster rifles and like grenades and stuff like that, but the blaster rifles, the different guns, you can only use in the area you're in, and eventually you have to drop them. Yeah, Martian, it ran really well for me, but I don't know what the launch will be like, so. And this is the rhythm game again. And most of those are relatively simple to get through. There was one that I literally broke my brain and I had no idea how to do it. I was just like, what the fuck? Like, but most of the time they're pretty easy. So.
Nix.
Oh yeah, I thought I was testing stuff. Nix can trigger detonations of those things, which is cool. Are there cosmetic pickups? There are, yes, there are. As well as pickups that let you have different perks. Do we know the specs of the PC was played on? I don't know. Not offhand. I would imagine it's no better than what Oh, they're going to set off the alarm.
Okay.
Oh, wow. Maybe not. I imagine it wasn't no better than what I'm playing on at home, but... Is the code breaking timed? Yeah, no, it's not timed. You can kind of sit there forever. Oh, they set off the alarm. Yeah, they set off the alarm. So... They knew I infiltrated the area, and now they've set off the alarm, and now they're all after me. No, I like this. This rhythm minigame was really good most of the time. There was just one time I was just like, what the fuck? Yeah, like I'm blowing it. I'm blowing it. There it is. I finally got it. Took a little bit. How big is your inventory? I don't know. I wish I could tell you. I wish I could tell you how big my inventory was. Hold on, I'm gonna turn a fan on.
Oh no, this system has an alarm. The file's just a spotchka recipe. Did I get played? Fine, I'll make this worth my while. Ooh, encrypted file.
Oh yeah, here's another hacking game, and this is like Wordle. So imagine you put in 3 symbols. When they're yellow, that means they're in the wrong spot. So you have to move them around, but the yellow means they are part of the code. And then when they're green, they're in the right spot. So it's just like Wordle. If you played Wordle, it's that. It's called Mastermind before Wordle. Well, yeah, but most people have the reference of Wordle, so. Is there a colorblind option? I believe there is, yeah. The accessibility options looked pretty good from what I could see. So, Luda! Thank you, Luda, for being here just about 4 years. Thank you very much, Ludicrous, always. I enjoyed the game when I played it, yeah. What did I... Somebody, can you shut off the HUD? I don't think so. I don't know. I have no idea. There we go. All right, I made it in. I made it in. Luda, I'm not playing it, but I did play it, and I did enjoy it. This is my gameplay, though. How are the in-game sounds? Fantastic. Sound design's great. Voice acting's really good. Story was really good. No, this is not the full game. Nobody has access to the full game until probably 3 weeks from now. Maybe longer. This was what I was supposed to find was Gorak.
And there's the alarm. Well, at least we got something.
Gorak with the governor.
Next attack.
So I sent Nyx after that one, but I killed him before. Oh yeah, there's an active reload as well. I don't like active reloads, but there is an active reload. That's right, Future Pixel, exactly. Are there multiple endings to the game depending on in-game decisions? I have no idea, because I didn't get anywhere near the ending of the game. I only played approximately a total of 6 hours. During this event, 8 hours total. Over the last month and a half, 2 months.
We can climb.
What was I trying to do here? I can't remember. Oh yeah, the grates. The good old grates. Okay, so you gotta climb up. There is a good amount of this, and I think this was okay. This was all right. I didn't necessarily need this stuff, but it exists. It's there. So you can, you know, you're just trying to get out. So you're using vents again and sneaking out. I wonder if you could shoot your way out. I don't know. For some reason I liked the stealth, so I kept trying to do stealth. Oh, nice, side tricks. Did I see any loading screens?
There's more of them.
Did I see any loading screens? Boy, that's a really good question.
Everything's locked down.
Did I see any loading screens? I might have, because I had to edit them out if they were there, but I don't know that I did. I certainly didn't see a lot. We'll talk about loading screens when I leave the planet in my spaceship. Throw a little grenade there. At the beginning of the game, your blaster sucks. Like, it's really bad. So that's why I kept picking up the other weapons, because I was like, boy, oh boy, this is just terrible. My blaster's horrible. It is Leviathan, that's right. The alarm's throwing you off? Why, do you think it's happening in real life? Sim Pepsi, I hope you don't think so. Did you have the blaster set to stun? The blaster only at the beginning of the game has one mode.
Whoa.
So.
Watch your step, Nyx.
Cool NRG.
I got this. I got this.
And then this is me escaping. I've made it. It is really, really pretty, yeah. Especially when you get outside. Like, it looks really cool. Yeah. Looks great. That's kind of what I was noticing when I first made it here. I played it on PC and it was great. I really had no issues. For a game that this this build had to have been older than what I was playing. Probably, you know, a 6-month-old, 3-month-old build, whatever. It only crashed on me once, and in 6 hours of playing, and I'm totally fine with that, especially since it's clearly not a done build. So it'll probably crash. Most video games do. Did the worlds you visit feel truly unique from one another? They did, Spicy Avocado Town, by a lot. They really did. I thought that was another thing this game did a really good job
I
of.
think we're good, Nix.
I never went to
Can't believe
Tatooine,
we
thank
pulled that
God.
off.
Tatooine, I think, is in the game.
Waka,
But
how
like
fast
the
can you
different
fix that
planets
ship?
I was on, like this planet, and I went to Kajimi.
Don't come cheap. You
Gorak.
get paid?
They
Maybe.
both felt really good and
You
different.
know anyone who'd buy proof that
How's
some
the
Pike
autosave
is trying
feature?
to overthrow Gorak?
When I crashed,
Gorak.
I can't remember honestly. Arbel, since it was only one, I don't remember what the autosave feature was like. Is there space travel? You'll see, Mint Julep. You will see. I think maybe in this gameplay. We're gonna get to the next part. Mr. Bear. Thank you, Mr. Bear, for the prime. I just got hit by a fucking speeder. I just got hit by a speeder, dude. Thanks, Mr. Bear. Can the blaster be upgraded to become silent? Geronimo, I don't know. But I do know you upgrade the blaster a lot. I do know you upgraded the blaster a ton.
If this is Crimson Dawn, Gorak will not be pleased.
Okay, so there you see how the Pikes are upset now? They're running to the outside. They don't know that I was the one that did it. But they were saying if this is Crimson Dawn, Gorak will not be pleased. So they're saying like the other crime syndicate could have been meddling in their affairs, basically. One thing I will say about the cities, I was having actual trouble navigating where to go.
Let's take a breather, Nix.
A lot of the times the cities felt like weird mazes where I was never on the right path to where I needed to go. So I was constantly getting sidetracked by mini games, things like that. I didn't see a mini map. No, I did not see a mini map. But there's these fun little mini games were cool. Endless Runner. I did the horse betting earlier. Sabak I know exists, but I didn't get to play it. How long did I play this for? The whole game? 6 hours total. But I thought this was fun that they included this stuff.
I got this.
You played Sabak in real life? That's hilarious. I don't even know what Sabak is. I'm not even sure what this is. Yeah, I played 6 hours of this minigame. Is this like Star Wars Yakuza? Yeah, you know what? It kind of is. It sort of is, Crust. It's a good way to put it. It's a good way to put it. Oh, hey, this is the racing minigame from KOTOR. Is it really? Interesting. Did you feel sympathetic? Too excited for Kay's story? Did you not get enough through short playtime? I didn't get enough, Candace. Yeah, I got invested with Cal Kestis as well, but I didn't get enough to be invested in Kay's journey, I guess, what the actual journey was. Oh, that's so cool. I didn't know that was from KOTOR.
At least I'm improving.
That's really neat.
Come on, buddy. Break's over.
So that was me just getting sidetracked in the open world. But like, see, like the yellow marker is there. And I was like, oh, that door opens. And that's another thing. Some of the doors open, some of them don't. Really hard, really hard to tell which doors
Gorak's
open.
favorite spotchka recipes. Did I pass your client's test?
Why don't you ask her yourself?
Really, really hard to tell.
Meet Valera of Crimson Dawn.
So this is me finding
You
out
the
that
one
Crimson
I was talking to
Dawn.
before?
You pulled it off.
Yeah, Crimson Dawn was the one that was
Guess
getting
I
me to
shouldn't
steal
be
from the
surprised.
Pikes.
I heard you stole something much bigger than this. A ship. Someone's
So now
favorite
I know
ship.
that
Someone
2
important.
syndicates are using me.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Recognize
Scoot.
her? Because Zarek Best showed up with one of their best, asking a
Would I
lot
recommend
of
this game?
questions.
I have liked what I have played,
A
yes.
death mark from Zarek Besh.
What did you tell them?
Nothing. For now. You work for us again? It stays that way. The Pikes
Oh, nice,
are on
Gotham. That's so
top
cool.
here, and Crimson Dawn is making moves.
Oh yeah, so this is what I was talking about before. So what you can see is, so you see, tell Alira about the Pike Trader or save the information for Gorak. So Gorak is the Pikes, Alira is Crimson Dawn. And you know, one of these decisions is going to make the other syndicate mad at you. And the game tells you this. Watch, you'll see. The game tells you this. So when you mouse over it, it's like Crimson Dawn's reputation. It's gonna make it'll go up if you do this, right? But then if you like there it is.
You want to make a move? One of Gorak's men is planning to
so now
betray him.
I decided to side with Crimson Dawn.
Tislek Shar.
Really?
Which is cool.
Hey, look at you. Playing the game.
I had played KOTOR, yeah, many years ago.
Here.
I barely remember it, but I played
that
it.
ship you don't have. These should have
The romance. I don't know if there's
So
any
you know
romance in this
everything,
game.
Just the things that are important to us. You'll be hearing from me soon, so...
I'm not sure if
try to
there's
stay
romance.
alive. Oh, and one last thing.
Yeah?
Bram's leg is healing nicely.
Wait a minute. I don't know who Bram is, but it sounds like she knows something about me that
You're in our world
I didn't
now,
know
okay?
she knew.
Keep sharp.
Baka, I got those fuel injectors. Time to go.
Okay, so I got fuel injectors for my ship. Now we can leave the planet.
What's the rush? The Trailblazer needs time.
So there's my...
Attention.
See how the reputation went up? Crimson Dawn went from poor to good. So now that it's in good, I can go to the Crimson Dawn areas and not worry.
No rush. I just want to keep moving.
Fine. Go see if you can find more work. The parts that she needs ain't cheap.
I'll talk to Danka. But it doesn't have to be perfect. Just make it work.
Okay. So this part here, let me make sure that oh yeah, this whole thing. You guys probably want to see some ship stuff, right? Hold on a second. Unless you want to see, what would you rather see? Thanks, Boaz Blue, for the Prime. Very much. Would you guys rather see? You're fine with this pacing? You all right? You guys are all right with this? We're almost to the spot where, like, you can take off and do stuff. Let's continue. All right. I was worried that you guys are getting bored of the walking around doing crime syndicate stuff. Okay, cool. Gooses, by the way, the hype train's all set to go. If we get to the end of a level 5 hype train, I'm giving away 3 video games plus 1 month of Ubisoft Plus so that you don't have to worry about buying the game. Star Wars Outlaws. And the hype train's all set to go. Boaz Blue might be the beginning of it. Yeah, this is we're just following the story of what I played. This is literally exactly my progression. So Silent Snowman, I would like to.
How do you know my name?
I keep an eye out for new talent. Name's Varric, and I've got a real job for you.
Uncle Wiley.
I hope a real job means real credits.
It does for the Hutts. The Pikes are muscling in on Jabba's creature smuggling business, stealing his buyers in the core world.
So then this
Find
guy
out
is
who
telling
they're
you
selling to, then take out their factory farm.
Half up front or no dice?
Yeah, this guy's telling you
You'll
that
get paid when you deliver.
the Pikes
works too.
are muscling in on the Huts.
Those coordinates will take you to my
So if you do
contact.
something
Don't
for
keep her
him,
waiting.
you're helping the Huts. So you can also help the Huts if you want.
Really?
Oh yeah, that's right. And if you gift a sub, you get 3 months of Apple TV. That's right. I forgot about that. How are the NPCs? Wooden, like Creed
So,
games?
Danka, got
No, the
more work
NPCs
for
were not
me?
at all wooden. No.
Maybe. You got an ion blaster? I need someone to hit a stash for me, but you'll need one to get
Oh
inside.
yeah, an ion blaster.
I can mod my blaster. Been doing it for years. Just need the parts.
You know what? I got a contact, a Pantoran named Bilo.
So this is
Owns a pawn shop nearby.
again, this is a gameplay
I'll
mechanic.
tell him you're coming.
You have to
Really? I mean,
mod your
thanks,
blaster.
Danka.
Yeah. You get that blaster working, call me.
And when you mod your blaster,
Okay.
you're adding
I'm
another
not the
gameplay
only
mechanic
one
that
who'll
you
give you
then
work.
use throughout the rest of the game.
Take a breath, ask
So-
around. There's always
not at
some
all, Clay.
action to
Not at all.
find out here.
So you need the ion blaster. And then once you put it on your blaster, you're going to use it forever. and you'll use it to like open doors and do other, you know, like, and bring down enemies' shields and things like that. I think Nar Shaddaa is one of the planets. I thought
Feel
that
like going
was.
for a ride next?
How open world is it really? So these are the cities, and like I was saying, the cities are like more of a directed open world, kind of an open area type of thing. You can't go anywhere in a city. Once you're in a city, you are, you know, you're walking down paths and like looking for like, you know, different vents or different back alleys, things like that. But you can't go anywhere. The open world is more of when you're on your speeder driving around, and that is way more open world. I think it, again, feels very curated, very intentional, but the cities are different areas, so.
Hey, you got anything interesting in the back?
Do you have to swap out those upgrades, or are they permanently on your blaster? I think they're permanently on your
name's
blaster
K.
once you put them on.
Good for you. But I only
Do you feel having an established pro tag in K is fine? I do, actually. Yeah, character creation. This game does not... This isn't a character creation game. This is like... Like, if you were looking for a Star Wars Skyrim, it is not that. It is absolutely not that. This feels like a Yakuza. That's a good... That was actually a really good comparison. Was like... a Yakuza or a GTA... or something like that, that you're not making your own protagonist. Yeah, maybe Mass Effect, sorta. Ghost of Tsushima is another really good point of comparison. Ghost of Tsushima, yeah. So, Yakuza but woke. Witcher, yeah, Witcher, I think Witcher feels a little more open world. Than this. Wokuza. But, again, this is me, like, running around the city trying to figure out how to get to the yellow marker on my compass. Because, like, you really do get lost in these cities. Like, I don't necessarily know that that's a good thing. You know, I have a few minutes of frustration being like, what the fuck? Like, which path do I take? Which ramp do I go down? Etc., etc. Yeah, it might be a predetermined ending, exactly.
Stuck in the past, just like father.
Can you pet the droids? No, I'm not that I could see. But like, I was like, okay, so in here? Oh yeah, buy an ion casing
Hey,
from the pawn shop.
You Bilo? Donka sent me.
Ah, yes. I heard you were coming.
Oh yeah, so this is my dude. Is there a big map to open? You know, Sweet Cap, I can't show the map, and I wish that I could. But I actually did enjoy... I did like the map. I did like the map a lot. Eclipse would be so much better. You have no idea. Eclipse doesn't even exist. You have no idea. This video game exists and is playable.
Great. And, got any ion energy
Sarah.
converters for blasters?
How's the NPC chatter?
idea.
Pretty good.
Those aren't legal.
Honestly, the
Only
writing in this
syndicates
game
have
is
hardware
solid. Like,
that.
I'm not
Okay,
impressed
right.
by video game writing usually. I'm really not. You know I'm not. And
I need
I was pretty impressed. Install size, I don't know.
Market
Not sure.
part for my blaster.
You're gonna have to steal that.
Uh-oh.
Either from the Pikes or Crimson Dawn. If they trust you, they'll let you walk right into their turf.
So there you go.
But if they don't...
I gotta keep it quiet. I get it.
Right. So, he just explains if Crimson Dawn trusts me, I can just walk in and buy whatever I need from their merchant with credits. And Crimson Dawn does trust me, but if the Pikes don't trust me, I have to stealth my way in and steal it. I think did I opt for stealing? I think I opted for stealing because I thought it'd be more fun. And for the most part, it was. Also, you don't have to spend credits. So if I go and steal something, I don't have to spend credits. So that's good. Hawkeye, the more that I played this game, the more I really enjoyed it. So.
This must be Crimson Dawn territory.
So Crimson Dawn territory, I should just be able to walk right in. Because I have a trusted reputation with it.
Keep your voice.
I think I walk right in. Yeah, there you go. Crimson Dawn. Good. So I still can't steal stuff from them. Well, I could. but I can like, I think I was testing here. Yeah, I was like, I was worried that if I cracked open that door, somebody would see me and they would yell at me. Yeah, it's like a faction system. Exactly.
Hey, Waka. Where would Crimson Dawn stash their
Yes, this is
blaster
gameplay I
parts?
played from
Big safe house full of stolen
2 weeks ago.
If they got it.
I played about 6 hours of the game, and I'm able to show you what I've got here. I had to edit out like maps and like going out of bounds and things like that. But eat it.
You shouldn't be here.
All right, so Crimson Dawn is obvious. That is an interesting thing. So there, I'm in the Crimson Dawn district and fine, but they won't let me into a specific area of Crimson Dawn. So that's a restricted area because I don't have, whatever, enough trust. Yeah, multiple levels of restriction. You'll see why. Because basically there's a storeroom with a bunch of valuable shit, and I have to get in there and steal stuff. Stormbringer, you are wrong. Yeah, you are absolutely, just literally flat out wrong. I was trying to figure out ways to like jump in there. Freedom of speech? Oh my gosh, Stormbringer. Just go sit down for a little bit. Holy shit. No, guys, there's no such thing as freedom of speech on any platform that you've signed up for. I have bad news. Bad news for you. YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, none of that shit.
Keep this quiet.
You have no right to use any of this stuff. It sucks. But that's the way it works. Freedom of speech is you can go out on the street and say whatever you want. You can make your own platform. Oh, you guys are so cute. No, there's no feminist activism in this game. So here's the thing. Look, again, I can't get in that way, but it's like, oh, I just go over to the right and there it is. I can just walk right in. There, I can just walk right in, but then I have to sneak around and like knock people out and stuff. And I can't remember what happens when if I get seen. I think I might get seen, or did I cut this out? I can't remember. I'm using Nyx's ability to see where the other bodies are. But there are other guards around here. I can also pick up random stuff like... Oh yeah, what does this do? Oh no! They definitely saw me. Yeah, this... the story is good, yeah. Drinks are great, Geronimo. Yeah. So I think I was able to escape, which is surprising. I remember being like surprised that I was able to escape them. He's dead. Because the AI is generally pretty good. Does the little creature talk to you? He does, Sarah. The little creature Nyx does everything. He's like basically your remote interaction with everything in the world. It's awesome. I was playing on PC. Performance was great. I had no issues with performance. Can you slide kick into enemies? Not that I can see. No. Tim Dog, you failed this mission like 4 times? I think I did too. I can't remember how many times I failed it. Maybe once? Twice?
Get him, Nyx.
I wish I could remember. So then Nyx jumps on, I knock him out. He's by himself, so it should be okay. I think they do find the bodies. I remember them like finding the body and being like, she's around! And then they go wandering around looking for her. Uncharted with the Star Wars skin is literally, it's not at all that. It's not even anywhere close to that. Like, nowhere close to Uncharted. You can't hide the bodies that I know of. No. Nyx does have cosmetics and customization, yes. Absolutely. Yeah, Uncharted with a Star Wars skin would probably be Jedi Survivor. But Jedi Survivor is more, that's more Souls. That's a Souls-like. That's a Sekiro. Can Nyx get incapacitated during combat? Not that I saw. No. Nyx never really gets hurt, which is good. Would Han Solo hide the bodies? I can't remember what those levers do. I think I'm... Oh, the levers for the fan. That's right. So I'm sneaking down here.
Must be the safe house.
Yeah, this is the safe house. So I'm in here just stealing shit. Also, you get different station key cards that you use in other parts of the open world. So, like, I got the Ren Poly station key card, and you can use that, like, in space or in like a different planet or whatever. It's The Last of Us, but Star Wars? No, it's not that either. No, Last of Us is again pretty directed. This is more open world than that. Yakuza is a really good point of comparison. Same with Ghost of Tsushima. Let's see here. What else?
This will work.
All right, I got it. I got the part for my blaster.
I have the part. You got
Was the open world part populated? Yeah, Raptor, we're gonna get to that. Sorry, I wanted to show this part first, though.
I've also moved her to a proper dock at a
We're getting to the open world. Although I showed the open world at the beginning, but we'll do a little exploring of the open world here in a few minutes, just because. You know, I've never played The Division, so I didn't notice any similarities because I'd never played it. So again, Wordle. It's Wordle. So when it's blue, you know it's supposed to be there. When it's yellow, it's in the wrong spot. Yeah, Wordle. Puzzle difficulty, for the most part, pretty simple. Not too hard. Fun, but not too hard. What happens if you fail? I don't know. Synthetic, because I never fail. I don't want to know. I don't want to know what happens when I fail. Because I would assume like an alarm goes off or some shit and then everybody's after me. What if you've never done a Wordle in your life? Well, good luck. I think I was like, Nyx has to hold down that lever. Or I can just jump off this thing. Absolutely, Tim Dog, yeah. Yeah, this is recorded footage. This was recorded footage of me playing, so. So then I was able to just jump right over. There we go. Good to go. Alright. So I got my blaster part to add the ion blaster to my blaster. And then I have to go back to the merchant, I think. Soundtrack's great. The ambiance and the atmosphere is fucking awesome. You see the Empire everywhere, which is totally what would be the case when this game takes place, which is between Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. Yeah, Scoot, I know. I thought the same thing, Scoot. I like running around and sliding and stuff. Crafting or just upgrades? From what I could see, it was like you were crafting upgrades. So, by the way, again, not fully open world when it comes to the cities. Like, I tried to jump over that railing and I was like, oh, well. You can't do that because it's a little invisible wall. Enemy AI seems to be the biggest drawback of this game. Enemy AI is honestly pretty good. So, it was harder than I thought it would be in a lot of sections.
He was asking questions. Really? About what? I don't know. They were looking for someone, a girl.
Oh yeah, look.
I told them I didn't know anything, but
this is me eavesdropping.
I think they believed me.
Hey, if that were true, they wouldn't have let you go.
This is me eavesdropping, and I think that would like lead to a different quest, but I didn't investigate. Are you able to change hairstyles? Berryhawk, I don't know. I don't remember. I don't know if I ever saw that. Can you romance Palpatine? Okay. So there we go. I have so much. Holy shit. That was only 4 videos. I have like 11. I had planned on doing 2 streams of this, actually. Let me pull up the next video, because I've got a shitload. A lot of these are not published either. I published a few of them, but was it this one that was next? Let me see here. No, it's not that one. No, it's not that one. Sorry. No, not that one either. Like I said, I was trying to show these to you in order. This might be it.
Hey, Kay, the officer.
Any chance of skipping dialogue to avoid spoilers? No, because it's already recorded. So there would be no skipping dialogue. I'm sorry. All right, we already did this one. This one. Yeah, I wanted to show this because I played it for so long, and I wasn't able to like stream all of it all at once. But meaning I had to upload these videos in 20-minute increments because they have no commentary on them. So I was either record a bunch of commentary or just stream it and then put that up too. Is it this one? No, not that one. Not that one. I think so. Flying a blaster. All right, I think I've probably done this wrong. But how much time did I get with the game? 6 hours? About? Okay. Here we go. So this is me kind of in the out in the open world. You can call your speeder to you, by the way. Which is cool. And I do enjoy that part of it. And it feels quiet in here. There we go. But like, I'm just over here just like shooting people off a speeder. This is the open world portion of this game where like, you just run into people that are out here. It's hard. People are like, especially early on in the game, it's very dangerous. It's very, very dangerous. Yeah, Stormbringer, there's no need for any of that, really. It's just a video game. The blaster is really weak. And by the way, I sent Nyx to go get that Bacta to heal myself, so I didn't have to worry about walking out there and getting shot. So that's cool. Nyx is able to go get stuff for you, so that you can not die. The game looks like GameCube graphics. Is clearly trolling, obviously. Kind of like Red Dead. This has Deadeye. You just, by the way, when you're running around the speeder, you just run into shit. If you run into anything, it's like a rock. Like, everything is a giant rock. That is one thing when I was like, why is everything so hard? So that to me that was funny. But like, oh geez, I almost hit that person. And like, sometimes you would fly over stuff and be like, okay, well, are you going to crash into this or is it going to be okay? And you just weren't sure. Are there POIs in open world map? So I can't show the map, but you can see some of the POIs popping up on the compass. There's like question marks and stuff, and you sort of go there if you want to. Also, things will happen, like the Empire will show up and start shooting at someone, and they're like, "Help!" and you have to go help them. So there's lots of random events in the open world, and they're natural.
Hey, got
they
the fuel
work.
injectors here.
Perfect. Let's get them installed.
Yeah, like Red Dead. Red Dead's also another good point of comparison.
Get it ready for takeoff.
Can you mod this game? No idea. Oh yeah, so this was
better days.
this is Waka installing those things.
You
another job for me?
How do you
And,
feel about crossing imps?
Oh, how do you feel about crossing Imperials?
Not good.
I thought that's a no-no around here.
That's why we pin it on the pipes.
Let me turn this up a little bit.
And how do I know Crimson Dawn won't burn me after I pull this off?
You don't, but that's the game we play.
So I'm kind of like siding with Crimson
And yeah,
Dawn
I
here.
play it better than most. You just have to sneak into an Imperial station and delete some data.
Clay,
Easy.
In space?
how do you like Kay? I liked Kay.
She's not ready yet.
I liked Kay more than I thought I would, actually.
I was talking about her.
She was relatively endearing.
We'll get it done.
I liked Nyx, I think, more.
There. She can fly now. But the hyperdrive is still on the fritz.
Is the speeder the only way to traverse
I
on
still can't
land?
jump.
From what I saw, Martian,
Guess
yes.
the core worlds will have to wait.
Yes. She flies now? She flies now. She flies now. She flies now. She flies now.
Huh. Ship looks fixed up.
I think this is so that we fix the ship.
You're sure it'll fly, Waka?
She will.
I think this is me taking off, I want to say. I was kind of exploring the ship a little bit because I was like, sometimes they'll put loot on your ship. So I was like looking for loot and stuff.
Illyra was right. Sliro put a death mark on me.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
I've got a bounty.
We just gotta figure something out before Zarek Besh finds us.
Yeah, Ubisoft's protagonists are not that bad. You're right. I would agree. Can you explore your ship while in space? Probably not. I don't think so. Now, you could walk across the world if you wanted to, the open world. But I think you'd probably want your speeder. So, like, I had to cut stuff out because, again, I was like, I think I saw something on the map that was like, that looks like loot. So I kept looking at the map, and I eventually just cut it out. Because I can't show the map. Having a bounty increases your pickup speed, or it should. It should, you're right. And so this is me taking off from the planet and flying into space. There, Raptor, from what I can see, yes. Yeah. Yeah, Felix, I showed him earlier. So then here's me taking off and flying directly into space. Why couldn't Starfield do it? Why couldn't Starfield do this, guys? All they had to do was just put some clouds in front of me and I was good.
Take it easy on the controls, okay?
I think this is me just learning the ship.
Right. I got it.
The technology
Illyra,
wasn't there yet.
These coordinates aren't for the space station.
First, you'll need a way in. We disabled the shipment freighter en route to the station. They were hauling Sansana.
Sansana? Like spice?
Not until it's processed.
I know, right, Valber? They said it was Creation Engine 2, but I'm not sure. They said they did make a new engine.
What's with all this junk
Creation Engine 2, guys.
Thank the solar winds for that. But don't worry, this ship can handle anything.
Right.
And then I think recover the cargo of the Sansana. This was really, I actually really liked this. I didn't get to do much of the open world in space because there is an open world in space where you can like fly to different areas and get different, again, get different loot to upgrade your stuff. I didn't get to do much of that, but like you just shoot the cargo and then, you know, it just drops into your ship with a tractor beam.
Raiders, just what we needed. Don't let them hit.
Waka, I know.
And so you clear your wanted status.
Just protect the trailblazer.
You know, you have to kill these things first. This ship combat felt like Starfield, but I think this is better. This felt better to me than Starfield's space combat.
We were stealing this first.
Yeah, I don't know why this felt better to me, but it just did. You have missiles, you have lock-on missiles, you have lasers. They show the little white target on enemies to show you where to shoot, so you know where to shoot ahead of them. It does a little lock-on. Is it only third person while flying? From what I can see, yes, but I could be wrong. So I picked up the cargo there.
Perfect. We now have Sansana on board. I'll put the space station coordinates in.
We'll be fine.
Uh,
We'll be fine.
It also feels, this feels more, I don't know, the Star Wars setting feels better than Starfield's space did. I don't know why. It just does. How does this compare to Gummy Ship game? Oh my gosh, I fucking hate the Gummy Ship. Oh, hate that stupid Gummy Ship. I'd forgotten all about that stupid Gummy Ship. I had to cut that out because I went out of bounds. I was still just trying to do stuff.
You know what? I'm gonna disable the ship's weapons.
Like it's interesting because the open world is like immediately is like I gotta fly to the edges and see what you can do. But again, it's more curated, more directed. It's not fully open world as much as you'd think. It didn't bother me. Just the fact of the matter that it is. Yeah, it looks great. I think it looks. I mean, the graphics look awesome here. Like it really does feel like Star Wars. So yeah, the environmental details are fantastic.
Of precious minerals.
I didn't do any of this, but I was listening to people that did. Apparently, if you start shooting the Empire, you get a wanted level like GTA. And the more you kill of the Empire, the more your wanted level goes up, and they start sending larger and larger things at you.
What are we stealing?
So they'll send like a frigate, and they'll send like bigger ships and stuff like that. I didn't do any of that, but it sounded awesome. Which was look at the TIE fighters crashing into each other.
Delete the
I like that they were crashing into each other. But you can shoot them at any time. I mean,
Crimson Dawn comes out on top.
this is my gameplay. Yeah, Darth Vader comes in at 6 stars exactly. I did not witness any lightsabers or force powers, and I was happy of it. I was very glad to see that there were no lightsabers or force powers. So again, I went from the planet to space to the base, to the Imperial base. Scoot. There might be lightsabers and force powers. You'll probably eventually run into somebody that's using it, but I don't know who, so. I didn't run into any characters I knew. Like, zero. I didn't run into Jabba the Hutt. I didn't run into, whatever, Lando, Calrissian, and then Han Solo, nobody. Well, Han Solo would have been in Carbonite at this point, so.
No, I need parts to fix my ship, and this is how I get them. We're doing this. We have to.
So you want me to just what?
So I have to get something from this Imperial base.
Oh, great idea, Waka.
But
I'll sneak out in the
I have
elevator.
to stealth my way through this Imperial base, which is really, really hard. I guess as well it should be, but it's hard, and you'll see. You will see.
What did I get us into next? Let's just sneak out and find
Oh, nice. Nice, Thomas. Creets.
The next job will
Thank you, Creets, for the Prime. Goose, the hype train's all set to go. I'm giving away 4 video games plus a month of Ubisoft Plus. Oh, damn. 4 video games plus a month of Ubisoft Plus if we get to the end of level 5. And the hype train's all set. Control X Productions paying it forward from Sim Pepsi to Papa Bear. Thanks, Control X. Papa Bear, do something nice for somebody else. Supposedly there are discounts on 5 or more gifted subs for random people on Twitch. I don't know. But that's what Twitch said they were doing. And if you gift a sub, you get Apple TV Plus, and there's all sorts of random things they've been doing recently on Twitch. Yeah, these Imperial bases look awesome. This should look way better
Good cover.
in terms of Twitch and YouTube compression because there's less moving. There's no wind. There's no grass. This should look great. I don't know what difficulty I was playing on. I just played. But it looks pretty close to the way this looked when I was playing it. Cloudless. 3 more people to start the hype train, but I'm sneaking around here. I'm sneaking around, and it says do not raise the alarm, which is also as soon as they raise the alarm, like it's over. So I know, I love how shiny the floors are. Why does that cargo float have legs?
Stay quiet, Nix.
But again, this was me trying out the stealth and being like, well, let's see how far I can get. And I think this is a forced stealth area.
Then we can find a
I don't think you have a choice. I think you have to do this stealth. Because again, this is toward the beginning of the game. Do you run into mouse droids? Yeah, I did. I would not say too shiny. I was playing this on... No, this is a one of Ubisoft's PCs that I was playing on. There's ray tracing? I don't know. I would imagine so. Because most video games have ray tracing, but... These are Ubisoft PCs, so I never looked at the settings, I never looked at any of that stuff. I just played. And I pretty much always ran at 60 frames a second. It was great. Like, I really had no performance issues to speak of at all. I know, there's a lot of crouch walking. You're constantly in stealth. They saw me. And I think it's over. I think... What do they do here? I can't remember what they do.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
You've alerted the station.
Okay, so I was like, maybe if I walk away, they'll forget. Like a lot of other video games, and that's not true. That is not true. They immediately set that alarm off, and you are fucked. It's over. It's done.
Aren't you?
What can I say? Thornton makes it very difficult to leave.
It gives you some grace period to kill them sometimes, though, Scoot. Not always.
What do you see?
What if you take them out before they sound the alarm? So here's the weird part. So you notice I just looked to the left, and you see somebody in that room. The AI is so good that if you kill the people in the hallway before they set off an alarm, the other people in that room to the left are going to set off an alarm. And it's over. It's not easy. It is really not easy. There are also specific NPCs that can set off alarms on their own. They don't have to run to the wall and hit the alarm. They can just radio in and be like, there's somebody here, and then it's done again. So... And so there's the alarm. I can sabotage it, which I did. Then. But those guys, had they heard me firing my blaster, would have set off the alarm.
Someone nearby?
But thankfully, I was able to knock out the other people in the hallway without them knowing. And then I think I cut out a bunch of deaths there because I died a lot. I remember dying a lot there trying to experiment with like how that stealth worked and how the alarms worked. Stealth is important, but only in these forced stealth areas. These are main quest line areas that need you to just do it stealth. Because if you get caught, you go to Imperial jail and that's it. It's done.
Okay.
So like if in a real story, you would just go to jail and they would execute you, you know?
Right.
No, you can't. I wish you could like Hitman a disguise or something, but you can't. Okay, so that's that. Let me do... what's next? Did I not... Did I skip this one? I'm gonna skip this one. Let me make sure. We'll continue with the through line. I think it's this one. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, this is my recorded gameplay from when I played a few weeks ago. So I did play this. It's recorded.
Hey, Kay. The officer's inspecting the goods. You found the files?
No. Keep her busy.
I was just thinking. The Pikes run Miragana. Maybe instead of deleting their debts, you frame Crimson Dawn, tell Gorak everything, and get a big reward.
Double cross Alira?
Think about it.
So now Wok is asking me to double cross some syndicates.
Hey, I never told you about my death mark.
Word gets around, Kay. Oh wait, she's coming back.
And this is me still trying to go in and get these files. And again, really difficult. Like, you don't know vision cones. You don't have any vision cones. You don't have a mini-map, so you have no idea where they're looking.
I don't care how tough
Sometimes you walk into a room, they're looking straight at you. So you're just kind of like, well, that's it.
Go get him, buddy.
And that's the end of it. But Nix can go in, do this a little bit. We can sabotage the alarm, pick up a blaster rifle. Nix is supposed to be... So he saw the body, by the way. You see that? That people were asking about that before, but he saw the downed body. So somebody was saying that the preview said that they don't see bodies, but this NPC just definitely saw that body.
Attack.
So...
Nix,
And the camera saw me.
You've alerted the station.
Yeah. Camera saw me, so it's over. I can't remember if in this cut I show where I... Oh! They saw me.
Get him, Nix.
They fucking saw me like that. See, like... How did they see me? I tried this. I was like, well, maybe let me try shooting him. I don't think I can shoot that. See, he was running to the alarm.
We lost him now.
Oh, yeah.
What are you doing? You've alerted the station.
You cannot shoot the cameras. As soon as you shoot the cameras, the alarm goes off, which still doesn't make any sense to me, but whatever.
That way.
No, I don't think you can move the bodies, Spicy Avocado Town. I really never tried, but I don't think you can.
Next time, warn me when there's going to be an inspection. Got it?
This is like the Mary Jane missions from Spider-Man. I mean, except that you've got a blaster and you're the protagonist, but sure. Whatever you say.
Take him down, Nix.
Except that you've got a bunch of different tools at your disposal. You just have to learn the mechanics. And some of the mechanics are not as consistent. See,
I know you. Yeah, we're spotted, Nix.
so he saw me.
Find some cover, Nix. Get him.
I require...
Nice, good. Okay, I can't remember if I salvage this. Also, the more you play, the more you level up other abilities that will allow you to talk your way out of getting caught. Is there a lot of stealth or just pretty mission specific? There was a lot of stealth, I think, at the beginning of this game. Like, you really had to learn this stealth stuff early on. Kind of reminds me of Watch Dogs. People have been saying that, yeah. It's a little bit like Watch Dogs. This game did not feel forgiving. It did not feel forgiving at all. Like, I was like making sure that I had full ability to walk by that camera so it didn't see me. Yeah, I wish you could seduce stormtroopers. Can you pick up their gun? You can, but kind of doesn't matter. You're still doing stealth. So you can have a big gun, but it's not really going to help you. The alarm needs to not go off, so... So you can kill them fast, but as long as no one sees you do it. That's the hard catch. Or the hard part. That's the catch. Oh yeah, the movies definitely had surveillance cameras, yeah. Those cameras that they showed right there, those were exactly the cameras that they had in A New Hope. Like literally exactly. Can you get new guns that aren't the blaster? You can, but you can only use them in specific areas. You don't ever get to keep them. And people had trouble with that. It didn't bother me. Okay. The game's just clearly trying to get you to upgrade your blaster. So. Can you upgrade and change the blaster? Yes, that is something you definitely can do. You add things onto it, like an ion blaster, and I think an explosive shell, and you can make it do more damage, that sort of thing. It has the Red Dead.
Sneak over and get that.
It has the Deadeye ability that I think you can make easier on yourself, meaning like you can get Deadeye quicker.
Heads up, they're performing a drill in 1 hour.
This game doesn't look nearly as bad as the trailer I saw for it. This game is getting a lot of really unnecessary hate for no reason. I mean, like, I've played a lot of it, and I don't know why people are so mad at it.
got that right.
I think they're mad at it because it's Ubisoft and Star Wars, but not at all, Jartsum, no.
I hear HQ's not happy.
Ubisoft is toxic. Boy, I mean, by that merit, every company is toxic, so...
Copy that. All quiet here.
I don't know. Everybody that I've ever met and worked with from Ubisoft in the last 2-3 years has been nothing but incredibly nice and not at all toxic. So I have a direct knowledge of the company, and generally speaking, people have been great. Oh yeah, so I can send Nix in, and Nix will go get like stuff for you, not having to worry about that energy barrier. Johnny Timms, thank you, Johnny Timms. Welcome officially to the Gooses, Johnny Timms Gaming. Thank you very much, Johnny Timms. And I was able to deactivate the energy barrier so I could go pick up more shit. Thanks, Johnny Timms. Everybody welcome Johnny Timms with your baby goose emotes. Yeah, I mean, like if you guys hate Ubisoft, don't buy the video game. Very, very, very easy. If you hate Ubisoft, don't buy the video game. If you hate McDonald's, don't go to McDonald's. Really, really simple equation. So, Ubisoft is only the publisher for this game. It's true. Massive Entertainment made this video game, and Massive makes great games. So, I don't love or hate Ubisoft. I don't care. Ubisoft doesn't bother me at all. So, oh, that camera. Can't shoot that camera, but I can have Nix open the door, but I can't have Nix turn off the camera, which is killing me. Because at one point Nix was able to turn off the camera, and at this point he's not. And we can't hide now, Nick. And they saw me. I think I have a chance to run. It's over. I think I have a chance to run by that camera. Electric Sneeze it was, yeah. That's right, Eladin Rook, exactly.
Stay low, Nix. No one told me about a drill.
So I think I'm trying different things here. Yeah. Figured I'd try all this. That'd be fun to see what I could do. So I blew all those dudes up. There's also heavy weapons there, which is cool. Yes, I will be doing the 24-hour stream for this when this comes out. Absolutely, Stewie, yeah. I wonder why they went with no disguise mechanic. They probably wanted to keep it pretty simple, is my guess. Like that Hitman is just a whole video game. This is an open world game, and then if they had put Hitman mechanics, and that would have been maybe too much. So the camera saw me. So like, I think I can just run by. This is a slice of the full game. I played 6 hours of it. I can just run on by. There we go. Yeah, that's what it is. Okay. Double 11. How much is left here? The Imperial base looks fucking awesome, by the way. Looks so fucking cool. Love seeing all the TIE fighters there. Like, a lot of people get caught up in the toxicity of the fact that it's Star Wars and Ubisoft, but the video game they've made here is awesome. Like, the artistic vision, the design, the details look fantastic. And the more that I played it, the more I was like, this is so cool, man. It really feels like you're in Star Wars.
Nix, get that button over there.
I walked into a pike ambush once. Came this close to
Oh, your brother worked on it? Whatever your brother did, clearly they cared about this video game. So it's going to get bogged down in a lot of this, whatever, woke, other dumb bullshit. And it's going to get bogged down in all that. Oh, this fucking probe droid, that's right. But I did, Stewie, yeah, I had to cut it all out. Yeah, the sounds are great, the music's great. A lot of people that cared about this game, a lot of people made this game and really, really cared about what they made. And all the people that I talked to, the writers, the voice talent, the producers, I got to talk directly with them, and they really cared. They absolutely really cared. Like, they weren't bullshitting me. So.
Saw a guy lose a hand in a blast.
And when I played the game, I felt it.
These things aren't toys.
So that's sort of the catch. Is that if you get bogged down the that you hate Star Wars or you hate Ubisoft, that's fine. Don't buy it. So easy. So easy. Very simple. I don't know, Gabagoras. I'm really curious. So this is, again, stealth. But like, oh, I didn't see that stormtrooper over there, and I am fucked. It's over. I am absolutely fucked. He started firing his gun, which means they're firing at me. That means one of them is going to set off an alarm, and it is done. It's done. Because I think one of them is setting off an alarm as we speak. Yeah, I can see it. I can see the icon. There it is. You can shoot them off of it. I think I tried. Oh, I was able to get him off of it. Wow, good for me. Oh, did another one come up here? Yep, there's another one that came up the ladder. Oh, there's two of them. Oh yeah, I'm dead. It's hard. Oh yeah, Norak, I know. We got to speak with her. Lawrence and I got to speak directly with the character that played Kay. I'm sorry, the person that played Kay, and she was very nice and cared very much. There's a character I haven't even been able to show you in this, named ND5. He's her droid companion, and I think he's a cooler character than Kay. I think he's super cool. So, how much does this game make you feel like a Star Wars? A lot. This is more of the... Oh, probe droid saw me. Probe droid saw me, so never mind. Yeah, this makes you feel like Andor.
What are you doing? You will learn at the station.
You're gonna hear that a lot when you play it. Let me tell you. You're gonna hear Waka say, "What are you doing?" Over and over and over. Because again, some of these forced stealth areas were so difficult. And since you can't raise the alarm, it's like any one of those people down in the Imperial base are gonna raise the alarm and you're gonna be done and have to start over. So I'm pretty sure this is by design, because at one point when I was playing this, I looked back at the developer and I was like, what am I doing wrong? And he was like, you're just gonna have to look. Like, he was like, you have to be intentional about it. He clearly wanted me to die a lot. So, and I was like, maybe I'll just run down here and see what I can do this way. That guy was gonna set off an alarm. And so I was like, let me try going loud and see how this goes.
Open fire!
I can't mark them because I think they're behind I was trying to do the Deadeye thing, but they were behind the... I think the camera's going to set off an alarm. Is that what happened? Yep. You can't get seen by a camera either. Boy, oh boy. This shit's not easy.
Can I get over there? It's interesting, Scoot. So like most of this game feels like a turn your brain off and enjoy, and like it is kind of annoying. It is like pretty casual and feels like you're just kind of running around in a Star Wars having fun. But then these sections, all of a sudden you got to go fucking gamer. You got to go gamer and be like, oh shit, like you have to have this whole thing memorized and know where to go and know when to look and know where to turn and know when to shoot and know when to not shoot. And then you got to turn on, you got to lean forward, put your forehead into the camera and go. Like, but most of the time you're just kind of running around having fun. There we go. I stunned him. That'll do it. I know, right, Mr. Mostly Harmless? It's funny, I thought the same thing too, but I'm glad that it's not. I'm actually glad that I can just punch them out. It's a really satisfying punch. How much of what you played was open world? I want to say I got to play about 2 hours of open world. The data vault.
I think.
Okay.
And then the other 4 were probably directed like main quests. Let's see here. Where was I? Not there. Not that one. Oh, I know why. I know why, guys. That's why. These are the videos already published. Okay, so I'll show you more open world in a second. I just realized. Yeah, I'm not playing. Actually, let's do the open world now. This was
because I skipped this video accidentally. I didn't mean to. Okay. This is me going around exploring the open world on Miragana. Totally did not mean to. I was like, why couldn't I find this video? And now I know why. Sorry, Scoot. I did not mean to skip this. But this is the full open world like experience is you taking your speeder out, make sure it's like I said, you'll notice all the Twitch compression and YouTube compression on all the moving grass, and it's not going to look good because that's just the way compression works. But is there anything that stood out as needing attention to fix or improve for launch? I really hope the stealth mechanics might need a little work. I'm trying to think of what else. There were a couple other things that I was like, I'd like to have a way to know where I'm running in the city. Have like an arrow that tells me where to run in the city versus just wandering around. Yeah, there were a couple other. I have to think about it. Oh yeah, so here's a pirate raid. I don't stop for it. But it's like, find the pirate camp. Like, again, these are just like open world events that are happening.
How can I say no?
That you can go and do. So, that's right, Frank Morningtree. Exactly. But this is the bit rate that you're seeing all the artifacting and stuff. That's not what the game looks like. And I say, how can I say no? And then I fly on by.
Don't just hope. Okay.
Oh yeah, okay, right. So I'm doing like other random. I think I'm gonna go do this Jauntus Hope thing. 4 more people to start the hype train, Gooses. If we get to the end of a level 5 hype train, I'm gonna give away 4 games and a month of Ubisoft Plus. And hype train's all set. Anytime y'all want. Hype train's ready to go. And like, you can go to these different little outposts. And oh yeah, this was
the ship, Nix.
I showed the part after this.
There's the workbench.
Side Effect, thank you, Side Effect, for the resub.
Whew,
yeah, and if you gift a sub, apparently you get 3 months of Apple TV Plus. That's right.
Good to go.
I didn't know that was a thing Twitch was doing.
Give me that job now.
Elder Triton, thank you for those 100 bits. Yeah, you can upgrade the ship as well. Yes, you can definitely upgrade the ship. 2 more people to start the hype train.
I can do
Phantom,
that.
That's not up to me, Phantom. 2 more people to start the hype train. And supposedly people are getting discounts on 5 gifted subs or more as well. There's a ramp, you gotta go over it. Gotta do it. There you go. Done and done. And then I think I'm running around and like stealing something from the huts, I want to say, in this portion. I do think mouse and keyboard controlling this thing was a little wonky. I got used to it, but it's still a little wonk. With the controller, it's going to be easier.
Ooh, that capacitor looks dead. Guess this is why I needed the ion mod.
Oh yeah, so I got the ion mod on my blaster, if you remember from previous. Sorry, I did this out of order, chat. That was my bad. And use the ion mod to open the door. I can get in there, steal this thing. I don't really ever saw first person. I never really saw first person. This game comes out in about 3.5 weeks. Maybe a little more. Did I get a nice feeling of discovery during the open world section? I did. Yeah. I was in a rush because I wanted to like get through the main quest line when I was playing, and I knew I had a time limit. So I didn't really I didn't stop to do all the fun stuff that happens in open world because I was in a rush, and that's on me. But there were lots of things that I ran by that I was like, fuck, I want to do that. And I didn't get to. So just because I was in a hurry continue the story quest line.
Hey, you. Want a race?
Oh, here's a race. Yeah, here's an open world race.
Hey. You look like you can handle yourself on a speeder.
There's always one of these.
You want a race?
In every video game.
Sure, I could use the practice.
Every time you go anywhere in these games, it's always like,
Let's see if you have the skills
somebody's always
to
like,
back it
hey,
up.
nice speeder. Want a race? And I'm like, all right, fuck you. What's a better Star Wars game? Modded Starfield or Star Wars Outlaws? Outlaws. Modded Starfield is still modded Starfield. Yeah, you can upgrade your speeder too, yeah. But this is a fun little race that I did in the open world. Pook! Pookie Man, gifted to Demoser and Micah. Red Menace returns. Fat Sean and Awkward Sensei. Puka! One more person to start the hype train, Gooses, in the next 30 seconds. The next 30 seconds will start it. Creets did it after resubbing earlier. Thank you, Puka Man and Creets. Gooses, we got a level 1 hype train. Exactly, Merkingly. Got a level 1 hype train. If we get to the end of level 5, I'm giving away 4 games, one of which is any game at all, and a month of Ubisoft Plus, so you don't have to buy Star Wars Outlaws. So you don't have to worry about buying Star Wars Outlaws. Thanks, King, for 2 years, King. We're almost to level 2 already. Oh, geez, don't run into that. I won! I won, I beat it. I was fast enough. I'm the best. It seems like there's a shuttle up there, I just noticed. And also, for some reason, you'll run into a bush and just stop. I don't know why. Sometimes some of the bushes you can't go through. And other ones you really... it's very much like Red Dead on the horse. Remember on the... That fucking horse would... You were always crashing on that horse. Okay, here we go. Goose is almost to level 2 of the hype train. Yeah, I'm a natural, and then I crash into a bush. You also take damage when you crash, too. That's right, Anorka. I liked this game. When I played total about 8 hours of the game, and I have very much enjoyed my time with it. Does the speeder have separate health? It does, but you can just repair it. Like it dies for a second, you have to get off of it and repair it, and then get back on. I bet, Fury. I bet. But I don't think your speeder like explodes. Thankfully, it doesn't like fully explode and die. You just have to, like, kick it. And it works.
Dunka, hey, here's what I got. Some sort of tracking transponder. Bunch of credits, too.
Keep them. Wasn't after those anyway. Huts didn't want to pay tribute. So now, instead of their little cash, this transponder will lead them straight to me.
Oh, yeah, so...
Remind me not to get on your
I think
bad
Donka's... Donka's fucking with the Huts right now.
I'm good to those I can trust.
Yeah, she's fucking with the Huts, which means the other, the other syndicates, like crime syndicates, are probably going to be fine with you.
Something better. I got some
Jartsum, looks like the land-space vehicles are your speeder and your ship.
Rig that speeder of
I don't think you can steal speeders.
You'll have to track them down yourself.
Pretty sure you cannot steal
that should be
speeders.
enough to get you
At least, not that I saw.
Thanks.
What's up, Kenny?
Information is more valuable.
2 minutes left, Gooses.
You know,
to keep the giveaway alive.
Little revelations to yourself.
This game had that feeling I get from some games where you play it and feel like the sequel game is going to be great. Huh. Jones, no? No, I didn't feel that way, Jones. This feels like a fully fleshed game to me.
Hey,
This feels like there's a lot of content. I could be wrong, but... Sim Pepsi gifted to Iconico. You don't know me. Stephen Milemore, I'm Shabby, and RPS Dilemma. Sim
but she's not keen on strangers.
That's okay.
You can't steal in a game called Outlaws? No, you're constantly stealing. Oh, you're always stealing. You're just not stealing speeders.
Yeah, that's,
What other games are comparable? Yakuza, Red Dead. What else did we say was comparable, chat?
Fishing, obviously.
Ghost of Tsushima. It's not like every Ubisoft game. No, it's not like... It's like Avatar. Kenny, thanks for gifting to Hershey Slurch. Hershey Slurch.
All right.
Spread that love a little bit. And Kenny also gifted to Real Man of Taurus. Real Man of Taurus do something nice for somebody else. Thanks, Kenny. Ghost of Tsushima is a bold statement. It is. It is like Ghost of Tsushima. It is. I don't know that I could say this game is better than Ghost of Tsushima, but it is like Ghost of Tsushima.
Okay, come here.
Creets, thanks for the 100 bits again, Creets.
Hey, got the fuel injectors here.
No, Ghost of Tsushima is like one of my favorites of all time. But I would say that this game is similar to that. Because like in Ghost of Tsushima, you can't go everywhere in the open world. There are lots of places you can't like jump over walls or like go around cliffs or whatever. This game is very much like that. I can't compare it to Division because I really never played the Division. But yeah, this is Ghost of Tsushima. I think even one of the developers in an interview I read was saying, we went for Ghost of Tsushima. We were trying to match Ghost of Tsushima, but in Star Wars. And I really think they've gotten pretty close to it. That's right, King Saren, yeah. Witcher 3, yeah, a little bit. A little bit, although this feels I think this feels in some ways smaller than Witcher. So, can you find stuff in space and pick it up for your ship or speeder? Yes, absolutely. All the stuff that you pick up throughout the open world, whether or not you're on your speeder or on your ship or in a city or whatever, they're all used for
we can take them
upgrading other things. So this is me trying to stealth into this base because I was like, I see this base. What happens if I assault it? And they've already seen me. I'm already fucked. Halama or Jalama. Thank you, Jalama, for the hype train resub. I think there's a paint job for the speeder, yeah. On the list of Star Wars games, this one ranks in the top blank. I can't say that yet because I haven't played enough of it. Pardon me, sorry about the coughing. Can you scan wildlife and minerals? No. I think they killed me. They killed me. Gooses, 1 minute, 30 seconds left. We're halfway through level 2 of the hype train. If we get to the end of level 5, I'm going to give away 4 games plus a month of Ubisoft Plus. I didn't see any fishing. 1 minute left, Gooses, to keep the giveaway alive. Creets, thanks for the bits again, Creets. You get a rifle. Your pistol is sort of what you're going for, your blaster. Oh yeah, you can pet wildlife. Your blaster is what sticks with you through the entire way, but you can kill enemies and take their guns. Figured I'd try. You can kill enemies and take their guns, but you can't hold on to them forever. Yeah, you can use their guns, but you can't use those guns forever. You can only use them in a specific areas, really. As soon as you get on your speeder, you drop it. So, they do have other weapons, they're just temporary. Yeah, Helios, your question was answered a couple of times already, so. 30 seconds left, Gooses, on the hype train. I think they saw me. Yeah, they saw me. And I didn't have much health here, so I was like, maybe... I was really trying to use the melee. Oh, there's a rocket launcher! Trying to use the melee. It's so slow and I missed, of course. But I was like, what happens if I hit him with the rocket launcher? There we go. You clear camps like in Far Cry and Ghost of Tsushima. Monkey King, kind of. Yes, sort of. I think you clear camps, but I don't know if they come back to them. I wouldn't be able to tell you if it was persistent or not, Monkey King. No, melee's not garbage.
It just seems you have to like hit the quick time. You have to hit the prompt, the context sensitive prompt. Otherwise, I'm just sitting over there swinging at nothing. You lose anything when you die, or does it reset back to your last autosave? It's autosave. Yeah. Is there a crafting system?
Should be easy.
Sort of. The stuff you pick up is used to upgrade your blaster, your clothes, your ship, your speeder,
Like
etc.
shadows,
So it's like not really crafting so much as it's like you're picking up, yeah, like Slivian iron and transparent steel and stuff like that. Is the space battle fun? I enjoyed it. Yeah. A little stiff. I would agree. It is a little stiff, but I enjoyed it. Hints to different outfits. So different jackets, shirts, pants, blasters, holsters, etc. have different perks, and they'll make you faster, stronger, etc. So, yeah, Monfrere, that's the whole point. I am not playing right now, but I did play this.
Eric's contacts me are here.
Is this game on Steam? No. It won't be on Steam probably forever. My guess is probably forever. I think I discovered these areas. I was like, see that symbol? Oh yeah, I think that means up. Grappling hook, so. Any other game, space game that kind of resembles a space combat? Yes, Starfield. Starfield space combat is similar to it. Although I think the space combat in this is better than Starfield. Mildly good, exactly. Y'all realize this is Ubisoft marketing, right? I mean, sort of. They didn't pay me. So I'm doing their marketing for them, but also I'm telling you all the things that are wrong with it. If this was Ubisoft marketing, they wouldn't do any of that. I'm testing like grenades and stuff. Basically what I discovered with this wall was that it needs that icon, that little yellow icon. It needs the explosive shell, which I don't have. But I recommend this game for purchase. If you are curious about this, I would sign up for Ubisoft Plus and do it that way. Because it's cheaper, and you didn't spend $70 on a game. That's what I would do. If you're curious. Because it's only going to be on the Ubisoft launcher, so. This game is probably going to sell a shitload on console, and then on PC, everyone's going to be upset at it. I'm pretty sure that's what's going to happen. Everyone's going to be upset at it on PC because it's only on Ubisoft. So, I'm pretty sure that's what's going to... What is my score? I can't give you a score. Because I didn't play enough of it. That's a bad business decision. I mean, I don't know if they think that, but... Okay. Gooses, I had planned on doing more of this.